All right, so okay, so for this chapter title is actually Islamic consumer financing, right? So basically, um, what would be the products that are available in the market, okay, that we can actually offer to our customers, right? So because when we are the officers of the banks, right? So we are actually, if you are working in the Islamic banks, then you have only Islamic banking products. But if you are working in what you call it dual banking, which is the Islamic and so conventional, sometimes you also have to cross-sell the conventional products. This is basically happening in Malaysia because we are our banking system is a parallel banking system. We have the conventional banking side by side with the Islamic banking. All right. So when we are in the market, right? When we are in the market, so we want to know, okay, what would be the our customers' needs, right? So sometimes they need to buy a house, then you need to prescribe them with the correct financing, okay? Instead of just selling, okay, the products, but you need to also to know what is the actual needs, and you suit, okay, their needs with the product that you have, okay, right? So if they want, for example, an Islamic financing, then you should be giving them Islamic financing facility instead of giving them, sorry, is the home financing facility instead of giving them, for example, personal loan, okay, financing and so on, right? Okay, now the key Islamic financing contract for property financing, okay, this is for property. So we have the sale-based contract, leasing contract, equity-based contract, and also the supporting contracts. All right, so for property itself, there are several contracts that we can use, and some banks are actually using, for example, the sale base. Some banks are using the leasing contract. Okay, some banks use equity based contract. Okay, for example, the equity based contract is diminishing musyarakah. Okay, or we call it musyarakah mutanakisah. Mutanakisah, kan? Right. So basically, this, for example, the equity based contract are normally used by foreign bank. Okay, foreign bank from Middle East. Okay, they use diminishing musyarakah. Citibank also use diminishing musyarakah. And for example, for the sale-based contract, BBA normally is being used by the Bank Islam, okay, Maybank, um, CIMB, and many more, right? And also murabaha, also the same thing, is a markup cost, okay? Markup cost. So basically, some of the bank also use markup cost, but they use this with BBA. Okay, so they sell the property first, and then they require you to pay on installment basis. So that is BBA. BBA is actually deferred installment payment. Okay, so they combine this with murabaha, BBA and also murabaha. And also sometimes they also use commodity murabaha. Right, commodity murabaha is actually looking at the commodity as the underlying, okay, assets. And also istisna. Istisna is actually as we have covered last week, is actually whereby you pay according to the progress. Okay, so it's actually progress payment. Okay, this is istisna. But normally this is actually the contract that being used can be combined together. All right, can be combined together so that it fulfill, okay, the needs. Okay, sometimes because certain contract by alone cannot fulfill the whole transaction, so you need to combine the certain contracts. And for the leasing contract, we use forward ijarah. Okay, forward ijarah. So basically, it's actually leasing contract, but you are using we call it supporting contract forward ijarah. But I need to check back. Okay, forward ijarah, what does it mean? Okay, is it salam or is it only a forward contract? So I'm not really sure about this. Okay, and then for supporting contract is wakalah, hibah, rahnu, qardul hasan, and also wa'ad, and also ibrah. So this is the supporting contract that actually need to be used, okay, in support all of the contract that we are using. Okay, so for example wakalah, okay, hibah, rahnu. So these are contract that need to be combined, right? Need to be attached together so that it actually can provide a full, we call it, if you want to buy a property, right? So probably you need to have the combination of these contracts, so that only you can actually have what call it, a complete, okay, sale and purchase procedures. All right. So do you have any problem with one of the terminology here? The contracts that you brought, wa'ad, qad, rahnu, hibah, and wakalah. You know, it's familiar for you, right? Okay. Wa'ad is a promise. Okay, is a promise. Okay, all right. Ibra is actually a rebate. Okay, rebate. So, uh, for example, okay, I'm just give you one example how rebate is actually being combined. Now, the Islamic bank cannot charge, we call it interest, right? So they use, we call it a murabaha. Okay, for example, okay, murabaha. Okay, the price of the house is 100,000, and then they sell to you, to the customers, for 300,000. Correct. So they make 200,000 profit. And in the same time, sometimes they want to give flexibility, or they want to have like competitiveness with the commercial banking. So they offer that they are also offering the floating rate, okay, instead of the fixed rate, right? Fixed rate is actually, for example, the 7% until 25 years. Okay, that's fixed, right? But sometimes they want to have like some flexibility, okay, because the conventional banking is actually based on the floating rate and also the fixed rate. So they also want to offer the floating rate, right? Now, floating rate will depend on the base rate, right? The base rate. Previously, we call it the base lending rate, BLR, and the base financing rate, BFR. But now we just call it base rate. So basically, when the base rate goes up, okay, the rate, okay, the floating rate must also goes up because it's floating, right? So base rate is actually from your CLIBOR and CLAR 1, right? So basically CLIBOR, right? Have you ever got the answer for the Islamic banking? What do you call it? Okay, never mind. Try to find it again. All right, so basically, they will base on the base rate, right? And then plus the margin. Okay, for example, the base rate is 5%. Then you plus the bank one some margin, right? Plus another 2%. So total rate is 7. Now let's say Bank Negara increase the base rate. Okay, last time the Bank Negara increased from 3 to 3.5, right? Increased by 0.5. So in this case, 5% increased by 0.5%. So 5.5 plus another 2 is 7.5%, right? So the Islamic bank will follow the base rate. So the rate will be 7.5 instead of only 7. So now, for example, I also received a letter from the bank, from Bank Islam, stating that my installment has increased by 36 ringgit because the increase of the OPR, right? So it's floating, right? But the Islamic bank cannot actually charge on what you call it the rate. So what they do is that they have a maximum ceiling, okay, ceiling of for example, 10%, they charge to the customer. So then the house, the price of the house is 300,000. Okay, because the ceiling is 10%, you calculate, then we got 300,000. Let's say, okay, just a hypothetical. So this 10%, all right, compared to the rate right now is 7 point, for example, 7.5. So we have a difference of 2.5. Okay, that 2.5, the Bank Islam give as rebate, Ibrah. Okay, so because they cannot charge 7.5 then 7.6, okay, because they have to what you call it, to sell the house at a fixed price. Okay, the fixed price is 300,000. 300,000 is actually based on the 10% profit, right? 10% calculation, right? So 10%. So the difference is the difference of 10% minus 7. Okay, for example, before the increase is the 3% rebate. Then when the what you call it, the OPR has been increased, so the rate is become 7.5. So the rebate only become 2.5. So that's why the installment has increased, because the rebate has been lower, right? The rebate has been lower. So understand that? Okay, clear or not? All right. Okay, now let's look at one by one. Buy pertama ajil. So basically you know already, buy pertama ajil is that the bank, okay, buy the property first, then sell to the customer, and then the customer has to pay on installment basis. Okay, so that is buy pertama ajil. So the bank buy from the developer. But in real life, we want to buy, right? But we go to the bank, okay, please buy the house for me first. Okay, then you sell it to me. Okay, all right. So they have to buy the house first, then sell it to us. Then we have to pay on installment basis. All right. So this is BBA. Then commodity murabahah. So basically, there is like a sale of commodity, okay, to the buyer, and the bank sell the commodity to the buyer, and then the buyer will actually pay for the commodity. Okay, the selling price to be paid on a different basis over a period of 20 years. So basically comprising of bank cost of 140 plus bank profit. So basically it's actually the bank profit is 81 plus 140 is actually 241,000. That one is the selling price of the bank. Okay, bank macam okay, basically dia sekali kan dia, okay, sekali kan dengan BBA. Okay, alright. What is this? Okay, ini dia, ini sorry. Okay, dia punya gambar rajah dia macam ni, sekali dengan ni. Right, this is seller, okay, sell to the bank, okay, so to the buyer, then the buyer, okay, okay, to make it simple, they use buy al-ina. Okay, buy al-ina. First, the bank sell to you, right, an asset. Then they sell back to the bank, okay, right, at a lower price, but the bank will give you cash. Itu personal loan, okay, contoh personal loan. Tapi sama juga dengan case ni, right, the same thing, right, the same thing. So this is actually, they don't want to call it bayar, tapi lebih kurang macam tu, because it's controversial. Okay, it's controversial. The Middle East scholars do not approve, okay, bayar. Okay, and also they have actually have another contract, which is tawaru. Okay, tawaru is actually having a third party in the transaction. Okay, instead of two party between banks and the seller and the customer, we have another party, right? And also they be using, for example, metal, Okay, they will be using commodities, metal, something like that, to be the underlying asset to be sold and purchased, right? And if you go to London, there is actually a factory, well, no, it's not a factory, it's a warehouse that the actual metal is being kept, okay, and the metal has been actually been coded, okay, coded, so when it's being transacted, it cannot be transacted to another party, right? So because it's actually being transacted, being sell and purchase, so it cannot be used also for another sell and purchase, right? So not it will be haywire, right? So it will be coded and then it will be used electronic, we call it database, to ensure that the metal is being sold to the particular customer, okay, to the particular bank at that particular time, right? Okay. And the next one is diminishing musyarakah. Okay, for diminishing musyarakah, basically it's the same thing, except that here the bank become a partner of your house, the partner of your the customer's property. So the bank and the customer will, okay, both venture into the buying the property using a certain percentage. For example, the bank will have 90%, okay, shares, and then the customer will have 10% shares. Afterward, okay, from time to time, the customer will buy the shares of the house from the bank, and at the same time pay rental because they are staying there, right? They pay rental, okay, and the rental profit will be divided accordingly, right, according to the shares, okay. And as time goes on, okay, the share of the bank will be diminishing, will be reducing until there is no more shares, okay, being held by the banker. So at the end of the day, the customer will get the house, right, and the bank will get their profit. Okay, this is diminishing musyarakah, except that here is the problems. How do you want to determine the rental rate of a particular area? Okay, do you calculate the rental based on market rate, or do you just calculate the rental based on future and the present value, right? Because if you are using the market rate, probably the rental is much more lower, or probably the rental is much more higher. So that's the issues that I see might be arising from using this, we call it diminishing musyarakah. All right. Then contract ijara mausufa fi al-dhimmah. Okay. This is lease. Okay, lease and lessor. Future of asset. Okay, lessor. The Islamic bank will provide asset. Okay, future use of asset, and the lessee, the customer, pay advance rental. So how do you pay advance rental? You pay first, then you use. Okay, normally lah macam tu, bayar sewa dulu kan, baru duduk, right? Okay, this is by istisna, which is using what I call it progressive payment. So basically, it is based on progressive. Okay, al-istisna. Right. So basically, it will involve with developer first. So developer will view step by step. Basically, there are several other financing involved here. We have bridging loan, normally we call it bridging loan. Okay, it's not building a bridge, it's bridging loan. whereby actually the bank actually provide certain loans to the developer, okay, and they will pay the developer once the progress payment has been done. For example, the work of phase one. So when the work of phase one has been finished, then the bank will pay to the developer. The second phase finished, then the bank will pay the developer. At the end of the day, the what we call it customer will be having a loan, okay, with the bank, not a loan, financing, okay, because the bank will sell the house to the customer. Okay, all right. This is motor vehicle financing by Bersama Ajil. Okay, the same thing, right? The same thing as buying a house, right? So you purchase, the bank will purchase first the car, and then the car will be sold to the customers, and then the customer will pay on installment basis. Okay, this is simple. This is motor vehicle financing based on al-ijara thumma al-bay, which means that you rent or you lease first, then summa, okay, summa you buy, okay, right. So basically, this is another method that we can use, right? So you rent. At the end of the day, for example, or after you have finished using it, probably the bank will sell you at a certain price, okay, if you want to buy it. All right, and then personal financing or micro financing using buy Bersama Ajil. So the bank will actually sell an asset, okay, to the customer, then the customer will pay on deferred basis, okay. This is personal financing, uh, but normally they are be using by Aina, okay. So using by Aina. So actually this is on deferred basis, okay. Okay, how do they do it? Okay, as I mentioned before, right? Now you don't have money, but you want to buy, you want to have personal loan, okay. So the customer will go to the bank, okay. The bank say, okay, all right, I'll give you 10,000 ringgit, okay, 10,000 ringgit, because you want 10,000, all right. So what the bank do? The bank will sell to you, okay. The bank will sell to you on credit, okay, which you have to pay, right, by installment, okay. But instantaneously you sell back to the bank on cash, okay. So this you jual back ni, then you jual balik, right. So you sell to the bank by cash, okay, for 10,000 ringgit. So the bank will give you 10,000, but you owe the bank 20,000, example, okay. At first the bank sell to you 20,000, okay, but you have to pay installment for 20 years, okay. After you receive the product, the asset, you sell back to the bank, right. You sell back to the bank for 10,000 ringgit. The bank pay cash to you 10,000, so you get 10,000, right. But you have liability of 20,000, okay, right. Understand that? Sell and buy back, right. That's why they call it SBBA, sell buy back, okay. You sell and then you buy back, okay. The bank sell first, then they buy back, okay. Oi, kalau orang cinta dah apa, dah tinggal, nak balik, they get back. Right. Okay, understand do you understand that? Okay, then you have tawaruk. Then the issue of that the baina just now. Okay, you said what? Why is it? I mean, you sell and then you buy back, kan? Betul tak? Macam ni lah, you just like you nak contoh, contoh, kan? Alright, so basically, apa dia? ataupun you pernah dengar tak cerita Cina buta? Right, dia dah tak nak, kan? Cerai talak 1000, jatuh berapa? Kan? Jatuh 3, lepas tu nak balik, betul? Dan nak balik nak macam mana? Dia kena kahwin lain, kan? Ada anak, tak semestinya ada anak lah. Tak semestinya kena ada anak. Dia kena bersama kan. Okey, tapi yang sekarang ni yang dia tak tahu lah, itu tak yang dia yang barulah boleh, lepas tu cerai, kan? Barulah boleh kahwin. Itu lebih kurang lah itu lebih kurang. So in this case, the what you call it, there come like another party to come here. Okay, bukan Cina buta lah, ni tawaruk lah ni. Okay, this is tawaruk, whereby there are 3 parties involved. Okay, 3 parties involved. The bank will not buy back from the customer. Instead, the bank sell to the customer sell to the other party, then this other party sell back to the bank. However, there is an issues of pre-arranged tawaruk. Right? Pre-arranged tawaruk. Because it's already pre-arranged. You are not finding somebody which is not known in the market, right? Something like that, then is different. But this is pre-arranged. The other parties have already been known. So it's pre-arranged. There are some issues also, discussion about the Islamic scholars about this. You might want to refer to the discussion about the pre-arranged tawaruk, right? Okay. However, the Central Bank of Malaysia has discourages the usage of bainah, and they ask the Islamic banks to choose alternative from using bainah. So they can use tawaruk, or they can use ijarah, or they can use any other kafalah or ujrah, okay, to replace the we call it bainah. Okay. All right. And then also the credit card charge and charge card, this is also using bainah. For example, when you apply for your credit card, they also use bainah, right? The bank sell first, then they buy back. Then they have what I call it, the amount that the credit being credited to your credit card. Okay. All right. But there also credit card and charge card using tawaruk. So they are the third party, right? So Bank Islam, for if I'm not mistaken, has been using tawaruk for their credit card. Okay, the Bank Islam. So they have this metal in the UK as the third party. Okay, so you are buying metal, and then at the end of the day you have a credit card. So normally the customers don't even care about the metal that they have to pay to buy, but they just want to have that credit card. Okay, but you need to understand how the contract has been working, the underlying contract that being used for the customer to obtain the credit cards. Okay, and apa ni? Okay, this is actually how you want to get customers. Now, as a bank officers, you need to do sales, right? You need to do sales. If you cannot do sales, your KPI will not be achieved. Okay, so don't think when you are out there you don't have to do sales. So that's why it's very important for us to increase our sales ability, communication, right? Our we call it soft skill. Okay, so it's very important. Unless you don't want to become a bank officer. Okay, if you want to become like an accountant, right, or a clerical account clerk or something like that, okay, then you can be in the back office, just do accounts and so on. But when you are as bank officers, normally you have to meet customers. When you have to meet customers, you do have to make sales, right? Apa ni, takkan belajar sampai banyak tinggi-tinggi kan, jadi salesman. Betul, okay? You have to become a salesman or sales girls, right? So, but basically, when you do your marketing strategy, okay, you look at the natural market, which is from your existing relationship, maybe your parents first, so dia ambil loan kan, or your siblings, your friends, right? Your friends, your neighbors, right? And then you grow the relationship, okay? So basically, when you want to be a successful bank officers, you need to grow relationship with your customers, okay? Because one customers, okay, will probably provide you millions of income. How do I say that? Because he need a house, he need a car, he need a personal financing, he need also many more, right? A business loan. So probably one customer might be using 2 or 3 millions financing. Okay, 2 or 3 millions, because a house normally will cost about probably 5 to 700,000. A car will cost about 100,000, probably 60 to 100,000 or 50 to 100,000. And then the personal loan, okay, personal financing might cost about 200,000, okay, right? So altogether, it might goes to 1 million to one customer. So that's why you have to grow relationship with them, because they don't actually come and go. Okay, so you have to maintain the relationship. Okay, maintain the relationship so that you can become your repetitive customers. Okay, loyal customers to you. And then because it's potential for cross-selling. Cross-selling is actually you are selling other products of the bank's product. For example, you are firstly they come, they want to have probably education loan, education financing. Okay, when they are still student. When they graduate, okay, then they want to have another product, for example, home financing. Okay, for example, when you provide home financing, you also want to say, okay, home financing maybe 300,000. I think you have another 100,000 extra. So maybe you boleh pakai, ini ada cross selling ni, 100,000 financing ni, okay, untuk buat renovation. Pandai, kan? Elok-elok nak buat yang rumah aja kan, untuk rumah, tapi pandai, kena yang comel-comel datang tu kan. Betul. Tunggu. Tak apa. Boleh. Mana. Sign. Okay, contoh Alright. Chosen market. Okay, this is natural market. Chosen market, the one that we decide to go after. Okay, develop a market profile such as list of key people, demographic profile of the marketplace, list of association, hobbies, like, dislike, etc. This is actually you are targeting certain type of people, because you don't want to target everybody. Okay, Everybody saying that children also, tak lah kan, unless you are selling savings product kan. Kalau you jual savings product, okay lah children. But if you are selling what we call it home financing, you're selling personal financing, you need a certain target, right? So this target, okay, you have to actually identify, okay, and then you need to get close to them. Okay, probably firstly you maybe buat macam contohnya you are targeting executive, okay, to you want to promote your ASB financing kan, maksudnya dia ada ASB tapi dia ambil loan dengan bank kan. So you nak jumpa this executive, young executive, okay, young executive Bumi Putra, because it's targeted, right? Because ASB is only for Bumi Putra. So you go to a company probably with quite number of young executive who have just graduated, right? So probably kat mana? Slim kot, slim kan? Slim kan? Slim memang normally young, okay, graduate, right? But they are still searching for a job, right? So basically, maybe, okay, you just keep in touch with them because they are potential. There are several customers. We call it potential customers. Okay. First you go for prospecting. Prospecting ni tengok mana yang boleh kan. Then it become potential customers. Once they got the job, kan. Prospecting masih dekat slim, you go prospecting. Once they got the job, then they become your potential customers because they are really be receiving salary, right? Masa slim salary ada, tapi 2,000 berapa? 2,000, right? So 2,000 actually they are also can become your potential customers because maybe how you want to make them become your potential customers, try to make the what call it the product, okay, suit them. Okay, suit them. How you want to make it suited them? Just simple. For example, if the product or ASB is 200,000, right, maximum. Tapi for this young executive, maybe you just okay, pay me 50,000 now, kan? For 10 years, berapa dia punya installment, right? You tak ya bagi dia 200,000, memang dia tak mampu, right? So maybe kalau tak boleh pun 50,000 or probably 20,000 ASB. 20,000 for every month. Maybe you have to pay I don't know how much, calculate kan, 20,000 for 10 years. So they will say okay, tak apalah, baru 100 lebih je kot, right? 150 a month, okay, but you get your ASB. So how you want to convince them, that is very important. Okay, but if you just say that okay 200,000 200,000 cik boleh bayar sebulan dalam 1,800, gaji dia 2,000 kan. Sasa dia dah angkat kaki, right? Sasa dia angkat kaki, apa ni 2,000 tu nak suruh aku makan apa pun 2,000, aku 1,800 nak bayar, tinggal 200 kan. Alright, okay, so this is chosen market. And then qualifying your prospect. So you look at the information, name and title, contact number, company name, okay, probable need, suspect whether he or she is need. Tanya, kita when you see customers, normally you ask. You just listen, they will tell you. Okay, you just listen, don't do the talking. You ask your customer, do the talking. You just ask question. Then you know, okay, cik nak perlukan kereta kan sekarang ni kan. Cik nak kereta apa? Kan? Kita boleh tolong. Kita bukan along kan. Kita boleh tolong. Alright. So you know already the needs. He wants a car. And then mungkin maybe dia nak Honda kan. Honda is about 80,000. And then dia punya debt service ratio dia dah tinggi. So maybe you cakap Honda ni memang payah sikit cik nak dapat. Okay. Kancil beli kancil. Dia angkat kaki pergi bank lain. Okay. Yalah, because they want style kan, they want style. You bayangkan you bawa kancil kan. Ha. Berhenti sebelah awek. Awek ada tengok ke? Kancil. Ada eh? Ha? Tak, ini masih sekarang kan. Sekarang memang tengok kan. Sekarang orang bawa motor, bawa ni. Tak, masa you dah nanti dah kerja, I mean, ni kan. Ha. Bawa kancil pergi sebelah. Contoh kan. Saya bukan apa, contoh lah kan. Ha. Dulu saya bawa motor je. 110. Bukan 110. Mula 100cc. Yamaha. Berhenti sebelah kan. Contoh lah kan, contoh ni berlaku ke tak dulu. Okay. Tak layan kan. Mana nak layan. Okay. So itu contoh So basically that's needs. Okay, needs and wants. Okay, you have to ask them kan, what's their needs, what their wants. Sometimes they have needs, okay, but their wants is sometimes more than their capability. Capability dia tak ada, tapi dia nak yang lebih. Tu ability to buy. Okay, ability to buy. You ask everybody, definitely if you give a range of, for example, cars or house, they want the biggest one, the yalah yang paling itulah, yang cantik lah, yang paling mahal lah, apa semua, dia mesti nak yang tu kan. Cuba you bagi, okay, ni you so-so ni kereta kat situ, tunjuk ataupun brochure tu tunjuk, encik nak yang mana sebenarnya. Oh, saya nak yang paling mahal ni. Kan? Mestilah kan? Tapi tanya dulu, ni slip gaji cik mana slip gaji? Kan? So that's the thing. And then authority to make decision, to make buying decision. Sometimes, okay, so for example, you see that a woman coming to the bank. Okay, a woman coming to the bank, probably a wife to someone. And then dia cakap dia nak beli ni, dia nak beli ni, dia beli ni. Agak-agak authority dia beli daripada siapa? Dia sendiri. Kalau dia belum kahwin. Kalau dia dah kahwin? Okay. Alright. Normally they will have like a joint decision, right, to buy a house. So that's the thing. Bila you discuss memang tak akan ada what you call it, tak akan jadi dan tak deal tak akan jadi, melainkan suami dia ada sekali, kan, baru dah akan jadi. Kalau tak akan jadi, because it actually normally will be a joint decision. They want to buy a house because they have to live together in that house, kan. Takkan seorang nak beli, seorang tak nak beli. So dah duduk, seorang duduk rumah lain, seorang duduk rumah lain, kan, tak jadi. Kan. Alright. Okay. Ni siapa yang tag saya ni? Tu adik saya. Okay. Selling skill. Selling skill very important. Selling skill, first you have to have ambition, desire to grow, desire to make money, desire, because whenever you are in the sales, kan, you are being given commission. Tapi bank saya tak pastilah. Okay, you are being given commission. For example, one customer you get how much? Kalau kereta lah, for example, kereta sometimes kan, saya pernah jumpa dengan one of the salesman lah. Now he's a datuk. He's a datuk now. Okay, I went to Kuantan last week, so I met him. He was the one of my, we call it, focus group participant. So he kidnapped me, to see his, what you call it, colleagues lah, businessman, right? So basically this datuk is actually, he was a salesman selling cars. Okay, he was a salesman. He started not from jawatan tinggi-tinggi ni, salesman creator. So goes up and become a sales manager and so on. Okay, and then one more thing is that when he was appointed as sales manager at Ford, I think it's Ford, yeah? He was appointed as sales manager. He received what you call it, his salesman orders kan, yang untuk bulan-bulan tu tengok gaji salesman 20,000. Gaji basic salesman 250. But their commission it become 20,000. Dia punya gaji 10,000 at that time lah. Cakap, macam mana my salesman gaji dia lebih besar dari aku dia. So what happened, he met his boss kan, and then he said that I want to become a salesman. Alright, bos dia marah kan. Bos dia marah lah, kau ni orang dah bagi sales manager, kau nak di salesman. Salesman gaji 200,500 kata kan. Right, gaji 200,500 macam dulu salesman gaji dia 200,500, tapi dia punya commission jual tu it goes to 10 or more 20,000. Okay, masa time ekonomi tengah, orang tengah beli kereta lah semua. So bos dia dah sekali marah-marah, dan tomorrow bos dia cakap sekretari, okey lah bagilah dia nak jadi salesman, tapi dia mesti jalankan juga kerja sales manager. So dia dapatlah jadi salesman dan juga sales manager. Dan apa yang dia buat, semua salesman bawah dia kan kena jadi dia macam sebab dia salesman juga kan, so yang bawah dia semua tu kena bagi kat dia. So dia maksudnya dia, saya tak tahu lah macam mana dia sistem kan, so macam tu lah. So dia dapatlah sales punya ni, sales commission. Kalau tidak gaji tetap lah 10,000. Okay, 10,000 in 70s is quite much, banyak lah, 10,000 tahun 70-an kan. Tapi dia boleh dapat 60,000 a month, okay, from sales. Okay, sales lah, sales memang tinggi kan. That's why you need to have ambition, alright, communication skill. And saya tanya kat dia ni Datuk ni I see macam bagus lah kan, nak communicate dengan, sebab saya dengan dia Datuk kan, tapi sebab dia Datuk sales kan, so dia boleh communicate dengan saya kan. Bila dia dengan saya, dia tak ada cakap yelah kan, masa dia depan orang dia panggil lah saya doktor apa semua, tapi dengan saya aku kau lah kan, macam tu lah. So maksudnya communication dia bagus. Okay, alright. And then trustworthiness, orang kena percaya kan. Dia boleh kidnap saya pergi ke Kuantan ni namanya apa ni, Teruntung, Serambi Teruntung, Sabang Kuantan. So dia orang tanyalah how to actually to make this Serambi Teruntung can become an attraction kan. Because the sellers over there, okay, Bumi Putra sellers, they have problem in selling, okay, because they have been operating for about 6 months, but the sale is not there yet. Okay, so they want some advice lah. So I said, okay, I will try to help, okay, assist. So insyaAllah lah, if I have got the opportunity, I will be there again to see the majlis pemutaran Kuantan sekali dengan tourism semua, satu meeting sekali, dan kita have to decide on the strategy, the best strategy to boost, okay, that place, so it become what I call it an interesting place lah for everybody who visit Kuantan must visit that place. Okay, and dia dah kidnap saya kan, dia bawa saya pergi pergi minum tu 3-4 kali lah. Sekali minum, lepas tu pergi tu minum lagi, lepas tu minum, sebab dia jumpa orang ni, jumpa minum kan. Jumpa orang je minum, saya kata Datuk ni kuat minum. Ya, sebab dia jumpa orang dia akan ni kan, berhenti minum. Dan saya ikut je lah, dia kena kidnap kan. Macam mana kan, sebab dia hantar saya balik ke airport kan. So trustworthiness kan, boleh dipercayai lah ke tidak kan, tukar kanting saya kan. Okay, empathic, okay, empathy ni basically you are trying to feel, okay, what's happening to your customer, but it's very difficult to do that. Okay, you can be sympathy, but empathy susah. Kan? Tapi kalau you ada empathy tu, you want to help your customer as much as you can. Right? Macam mana, okay lah, betul lah. You tak ada, dia tak ada capability nak bayar kan, nak bayar untuk beli Honda. Maybe you ada empathy, kesian juga dia ni. Okay, macam mana saya nak bantu? Okay, kancil tak nak juga. Okay, so you macam mana? You bagi dia bios. Okay, contoh contoh. Mulai. Okay. And product knowledge, you also need to have product knowledge. That's why you need to know bayaidah ke, ijarah ke, apa ke, tu semua, that is just back of your head, right? And also you need to know a lot of things, because they will ask you, okay? They will ask you a lot of questions, okay? That's product knowledge is very important. Market knowledge also important. If you are selling home financing, then you need to know about the home industry, or what you call it, the property industry. If you are selling for vehicle, then you need to know about cars, right? You need to know Honda, how much the price, ni, tahun ni berapa harga. This selalunya kalau finance lah, kalau you kerja dengan finance, apa finance ke, so normally you need to know all this. You already know, okay lah, Honda tahun ni berapa harga, you dah tahu kan? So that's the thing. Kan saya nak kena tahu macam kereta kan, perempuan kan, habis kena lah jual lain pula. Alright, and then intelligent lah kena, right? Itu pandang mengayat lain, itu komunikasi. Okay, persistent is something that sometimes good, sometimes not good. Okay, persistent ni kan, memang you keep on asking, keep on ni kan, last sekali dia beli, memang dia ambil dia punya produk tu, dia kan. Alright, so basically 6 basic step. Okay, plan, meet, study, propose, confirm, follow up and assure. Assure tu is actually because normally customers, when after they have made the we'll call it the purchase, they will have like some dia panggil dissonance, cognitive dissonance. Dia satu penyesalan, macam penyesalan lah. Lepas beli dia mesti orang akan menyesal. Bukan menyesal tak sudah, dia maksud dia, betul ke aku beli ni kan, dia akan tanya balik kan. Normally a good sales, dia akan bagi tahu selepas dia beli tu, dia akan hantar kad ke, dia akan telefon ke, Cik Adli, terima kasihlah beli tu, Cik Adli beli tu memang dah sangat bermanfaat kan. Kereta tu memang bagus, kita ada 5 years warranty, jangan takut, jangan bimbang kan. So you give assurance to the customers. Then you give assurance to the customers. So that's the thing. Okay, consumer financial management needs. Okay, basically method of action, product that facilitate the process of purchasing, such as current account, debit card, credit card, etc. And then a means of preserving and accumulating health, product that assists with saving and growing money, such as saving account, general investment, ni bukan health and wealth. Okay, account, unit trust and so on. Wealth, kekayaan. Okay, accumulating wealth, not health. Sorry about that. But wealth is nothing without health. Kaya macam mana pun tak ada kesihatan, tak bermakna kan. Betul tak? Kaya duit berjuta-juta, bilion, tapi sakit, kesian. Tapi itulah, tapi kita tahu itu semuanya dah di and then a way to increase the purchasing power, okay, product to enable them to make large purchases, okay, immediately. without having to save for the total purchase price. For example, tadi dia nak beli kereta. Okay, they want to buy car. They want to buy ASB. Okay, buy ASB, invest in ASB, but they don't have a lot of money kan. They want to get married. Right. Nak kahwin tak ada duit tapi dah nak kahwin sangat kan. Paksa pinjam. Mak ayah satu ini pinjam bank. Jangan cakap Allah nanti kalau kita kena penyakit. Kan. Sebab bila you kerja, let's say you working in the bank will have a facility, they call it sundry loan. Sundry loan. Khas untuk staff lah. Kalau dia nak kahwin ke, dia nak kahwin satu lagi ke. Silap. Yelah, kalau dia dah bercerai, dia nak kahwin satu lagi, apa salahnya? Salah ke? Tak salah kan? Aduh. Contoh kan. So maksudnya they need some money, so they can go to the employer tu, they can get 5,000 for example. Saya dulu Afin Bank ada 5,000 dia orang bagi. 5,000 tu boleh bayar bulan-bulan 100 lebih sebulan. Contohlah. Macam kalau kita, macam saya di sini koperasi USIM, kita pun ada bagi kardu Hasan. Okay, 2,000 je kita bagi untuk ahli. So dia orang pinjam, bulan-bulan bayar, tolak gaji tanpa interest. Okay, cuma ada fee lah, masa masuk tu dia ada satu fee RM50 untuk pengurusan, RM50. So RM2,000 tu bayarlah, RM2,000 lah bagi dah dalam setahun ke 2 tahun. So macam tu lah. That is sundry loan lah, kardu Hasan kalau kita dalam ni. Kalau bank, for example for the bank, if you are working the bank, okay, you get 4% rate compared to the kat luar about 5% or 6%. Tapi kalau bank staff dia bagi 4%. Tak ingat 4% ke berapa. And assurance of security and safety, guarantee that the money is safe from theft, okay, mismanagement, economic downturn. So that's the okay. And then firstly, you pergi ke application form, go to any bank website, download form for each of this product, car loan, credit card, housing loan, first house, refinancing, ni first house, second house, third house pun boleh. Okay, this is tutorial. Okay, pergi kat mana-mana bank punya website, dalam group tu lah, you ada dalam group kan. So you carilah seorang car loan, seorang credit card, seorang, you tengoklah dia punya form tu. Okay. Alright, now let's look at the risk acceptance criteria. First is age. Okay, kalau bawah umur tu tak boleh. Minimum financing amount, right? Individual net worth, employment, and debt service ratio. Okay, debt service ratio is, do you know what is debt service ratio? The total debt, the total loan that has to be served every month as compared to your income. Okay, as compared to your salary. So for example, your salary is 2,000, you have housing loan, you have car loan, you have marriage loan, you have marriage loan, student loan, dah 4 lah. So if this four is more than 2,000, you have a negative dah, kan? Your income is 2,000, this 4 is 2,005, dah tak boleh dah, pergi bank mana pun dia tak bagi, because memang confirm tak boleh bayar, right? So debt service ratio is just looking at the capability and how much is actually the customers is actually having debt, okay, that they have to serve every month. Okay, kalau dah bayar sangat macam mana nak pinjam lagi, right? Bayar sangat dah, gaji 2,000, yang setiap bulan nak kena bayar dah 2,000, nak pinjam lagi. Okay, unless you tengokkan dia, you ask dia, okay, betul dia punya gaji 2,000, oh, tapi dia cakap saya ada rumah sewa kat sini satu, saya ada rumah sewa sini satu, ni satu-satu. Mungkin lain lah, rumah sewa ni 800, rumah sewa ni 1,000, rumah sewa ni apa. So total saya punya gaji sebenarnya ialah 5,000. Tapi normally the bank, macam for example Bank Islam, they want to have this, what I call it, uh, the agreement, tenancy agreement, and then they also want to look at the payment transfer dalam bank tu, kan, agreement and payment transfer. So dia tengok lah, okay, supposedly kalau agreement kata 7 hari bulan, dia dalam tu ada tak 7 hari bulan amount yang sama tu. So kalau dia tu, so dia verify, then dia bagi not 100% ya. For example, the rental is 1,000, sometimes they only take 70%, okay, from the amount. So they add that back to your salary. So 2,000 plus that 700, so to become 2,007. Okay. Alright. So financing verification, basically you have to look at the Sharia compliant. So no elements of contravening with Sharia, riba, garar, maisir, no, maisis, maisir. Okay, and then also according to the rules and regulation, IFSA, BAFIA, there's no more BAFIA, IFSA, and also IFS. FSA. There's not Mafia anymore, FSA only. Financial Service Act. Okay. AMLA. Okay. Anti Money Laundering. Okay. Money Laundering Act. Okay. Financing Policy Bank Negara Malaysia Garis Panduan. Garis Panduan Bank Negara Malaysia. Okay. Okay. And then SIKRIS, BMC, SITOS, CIS. What's this? Go find and we'll discuss during tutorial. We don't pay this. Okay. SIKRIS, SITOS. Okay, BMC is Bureau Maklumat Cek. Okay. CIS ni, apa benda tu CIS? Okay, basically this is all records. Your payment record. Okay, debt record. So if you have SIKRIS, okay, SIKRIS is only bank, cakap wah, jadi it's not go paymaster. Okay, you ada financing kan, for example in bank A, bank B, bank C. Bank A, they will the SIKRIS, okay, they will show, okay, bank A, alamak 3 bulan tak bayar. Bank B, 6 bulan tak bayar. So bila tengok SIKRIS tu, nanti bank officer akan tahulah you are not paying your debt. Tu SIKRIS. PMC ni kalau you keluarkan cek tendang, berapa kali cek tendang, 3 kali cek tendang, tutup account. Okay, tutup. Okay, you jangan pandai-pandai nak keluarkan cek tak ada duit, 3 kali tendang, tutup. You nak buka satu cek, nak buka cek buku cek bukan senang, current account kan. Tapi sekarang ni orang dah pakai online kan. Tapi tutup tau account tu. So nak buka account baru lagi sekali kan dah record dah susah, nanti bank nak buka account ni susah. Okay. SITOS, kalau bankruptcy ke apa ke, dia akan masuk SITOS. Bankrupt kan. So kalau you masuk bankrupt ke legal action ke apa, dia akan keluar ke sini. Dia panggil official assignee, SITOS. Okay. CIS ni apa? Tak tahu dah saya. Okay, you carilah nanti apa dia. Okay, bukan yang ni, bukan collective investment scheme. It's not that. Okay, alright. And then evaluation, structuring and decision making. Berapa umur? Sekarang ni dah 28 ke 64. Yeah. Evaluation of the structuring and decision making. Okay, basically 5 C's approach. What is the 5 C's? Capital, capacity, condition, collateral, and also character. Okay, the 5 C's, and then other C's, and then also the financing scoring approach. Okay, you want to see we want to have lesser risk, okay, when we provide financing for them. Okay, to ensure that the level risk is acceptable, provide the best structured financing that meet the customer needs and enhance the quality of investment and financing portfolio. This is the 5 C's. Okay, character, capacity, capital, condition, and collateral. I still remember. Okay, this is when I learned this in 1990s. Outdated already, but still being used. 1990s, 90-an. Okay, 90-an. Saya dulu diploma in banking studies. Okay, diploma perbankan. So sebab tak pandai masuk diploma tu, kan? Bukan tak pandai, sebab main-main. So masuk dalam tu dulu. And then you have other C's: customer relationship, competition, common sense, and control. That's 9 C's. Not 5 anymore, you have 9 C's already. Okay, customer relationship is very important. I mentioned this before, right? You have also competition with other banks. You also have common sense, right? And also control. This is financing score. Okay. Score 3 to 5, for example, category poor credit, subprime, lending, hard money, high interest. When you are poor credit, basically you will have high interest. Okay. Poor credit, normally they will charge you higher interest rate because the risk is high. Kan? Jadi orang tak bayar apa semua kan? Sebab tu Along bagi bunga dia tinggi. Sebab selalunya pergi ke Along yang susah nak dapat loan dah, terpaksa pergi ke jumpa Along, kan? Dia charge satu hari kadang-kadang berapa persen. Okay, so sebulan mungkin 120%, 120%. You just imagine, setahun 120%, which mean that your tak habis hutang, bayar macam mana pun, kan? 120%. Okay, that's why yang masuknya pergi jumpa PPIM lah, jumpa ni dengan apa, mana-mana tu kan, minta tolong. Macam mana pinjam RM5,000 kena bayar balik dekat 40,000, kan? Dekat RM100,000, tak habis-habis lagi, tak habis. Itulah dia. Sebab apa? Dia punya poor credit. Berapa lagi? Okay, financing score approach. Okay, we can look at financial, demographic, public negative data, trade payment, business owners, and also economic. Ini certain of the financing score. Tapi this is not being done in Malaysia. Okay, this is being done in the US and Europe. They have this, we call it the financing score. Okay, they will just the bank will acquire that score to see whether you are rating A or rating E, kan? Rating A dia boleh bagi financing. Rating E, we are pleased to inform you that we don't have sufficient money already. Kita tak cukup duit nak bagi pinjam. Sebenarnya dia ada duit, kan? Alright. Okay, risk in consumer credit. We have credit, developer risk, and also financing risk. Credit risk kalau tak bayar hutang, kan? Developer risk bila developer tak siap bagi perumahan, kan? Financing risk is the finance itself. Okay. Risk of incomplete project. Okay, developer risk, fraud, financial failure. Developer banyak yang tutup, kan? Buat kerja separuh jalan, banyak kan yang projek-projek half, kan? Pusing. Satu kan lari tak tahu mana, kan? Tak tahu lari ke apa, saya pun tak tahulah. I'm not well informed about that. Okay, basically developer has incomplete the project. Okay, fraud ke apa ke, financial failure and so on lah. And then risk mitigation, precautions by buyers, Precaution by IFI, contract by IFI. Find a good developer. Okay, find a good developer which is established developer, or buy a ready-made already, dah siap, kan? Bukannya yang kalau yang developer baru-baru ni yang tak tahu apa, tak pernah apa, you beli, bukan apa lah, banyak kes berlaku dia tak siap dan dia lari. Okay, cowboy from hell, kan? Precautions by buyers. Okay, look at the financial strength and capabilities of developers, I mentioned before. Okay, visit developer's office, go and visit the developer's office, and then ascertain developer license, and then apa tu, hash permit for advertising and sale from housing and local government. Okay, alright, so basically tengoklah betul ke tak dia ada buat ni dengan local government. Tapi ini Malaysia tak ada selalunya. Majlis daerah kan, pergilah tengok, memanglah ada setakat majlis daerah, senang. Okay, precaution by buyers, appoint on lawyer. Okay, don't depend on the developer's lawyer. Selalunya developer will say, okay, we have our own lawyer, we also provide you the lawyer, the same lawyer for you. So who do you think the lawyer will work for? The developer lah, kan? So we have to appoint our own lawyer. Okay, and then sign and pay deposit 10%, and then check important particular on the SPA. SPA is normally standard, the sale and purchase agreement. But you just ask your lawyer, okay, can you just check kan sekali, okay ke tak? Kalau dia cakap okay, jalan standard, kan? Dia takut tiba-tiba SPA tu lain macam sikit dia buat kan, dia tukar, habis kita sebab kita yang sign, kan? One sign dah consider you agree lah. Okay. Okay. Okay, precautions by IFI for end financing. Look at the creditworthiness of the developer. Evaluate of financial performance and reputation of integrity should be assessed. Ada SS ni tak ada ni. Should be assessed. Kena tengok adakah integrity, reputation, kan? So reputation is not being, you have to earn your reputation, okay? Reputation you have to earn. You cannot gain reputation, but you have to earn your reputation. Contract by IFIs, okay, during the documentation for property without title, okay, consent to creation assignment, MOT 14 ni, MOT 14 ni, memorandum of transfer. Dia ada, so memorandum of transfer tu nak transfer nama kan, nama kita apa semua tu, dia pakai MOT. Okay, yang ini semua bayar kepada pejabat hasil. Pejabat tanah. Tak ingat. Okay, obtain undertaking from developer to refund financing if MOT rejected. Okay, during the construction of property without title, disbursement against architect certificate progress. Ini yang istisna tadi. Kita disburse, bank akan bagi. Siap ni, kita bayar. Kita bagi kat dia. Siap, kita bayar. Siap, kita bayar. Conduct site visit. So selalunya kawan-kawan saya dulu masa kerja bank, saya auditor Auditor tak pergi site visit. Saya cuma site visit branch, kan? Kawan-kawan saya, my friends, they go to the site visit. Seronok lah pergi jalan. Tapi pergi dalam bukan pergi jalan, pergi tengok construction kan. Benda tak apa lagi, tak siap lagi kan. Tapi bolehlah keluar. Tak adalah duduk dalam bank je kan. So okay lah, right? And then check the correct plot of land. It is very important. Site visit is very important. Last time, one case when I was in bank, they sell the land which is under the water. Bank finance, kan? Tak pergi site visit. So macam mana? Before disbursement of progress payment, at handover of vacant possession check, certified by architect that building has been completed, developer has applied and certified that Form E has been Send for the document for issue of certificate of fitness. Ni dia panggil CF. Certificate of fitness ni selalunya orang kena ada CF dulu baru boleh masuk. CF. Maksudnya fit lah bangunan tu. Okay, bukan orang je kena fit. Okay, bangunan pun kena fit. Right. So it fit for usage for residential. For ni lah. Kalau tidak, kalau tak fit, runtuh. Kan? So they have to check for, they have to obtain the CF. And then buyer have implemented all other terms of the SPA. Okay. So risk mitigation techniques in Islamic consumer financing. Basically, we look at the financial structuring. Macam mana kita nak structurekan dia punya kontrak tu kan. Okay, kontrak tu for example, you pakai PPA ke apa ke. Because the contract that you use will also reflect on the agreement, the contract being used. Macam kalau pakai ijarah lah, dia sewa. Okay, dia bukan jual beli. Kan? So kena tengok structure dia. Okay? Sebab kalau jual beli dia lain, kalau dia sewa lain, kalau dia bagi pinjam lain. Okay? Collateral. Apa collateral yang boleh pakai? You nak gadaikan apa? So kalau punya home financing, you charge back the house. The house as collateral. Okay, first party ke third party? First party, which means that we, the bank, as the first party to claim. Kalau third party, we are second. Dia ada bank lain yang claim dulu. Okay, so the bank yang first bank already charge, then kita pula charge. Okay, contohnya komputer ni kan. Okay, saya bank A, saya dah charge. Komputer ni mungkin harga 100,000. Mahal komputer ni. So saya nak, dia pinjam loan 50,000, kan? Saya charge separuh. Okay, saya gadaikan. Saya pegang gadaian dia separuh sebab 50,000. Tapi dia boleh lagi charge lagi 50,000, betul tak? So that is the second bank, the third party charge. Okay, charge atas charge. Okay, third party charge. So the first party charge and the third party charge. Okay, and then credit enhancement. Okay, kita tengok financing structure ni, 30% debt service ratio, ITAP, ijarah kan, musyarakah, produk dia, amount dia, okay, retirement age, economic life cycle, all this is structure, prepayment, berapa banyak yang kena bayar sebulan dan sebagainya lah. Okay, debt service ratio calculation, this is how you get the debt service ratio, DSR, total income minus with the commitment, okay, with commitment. Collateral, same asset as collateral, third party asset, okay, ataupun arahnu. Arahnu ni kalau dia gadai emas lah. Same asset as collateral ni maksudnya rumah tu juga yang digadaikan. Kan dia beli rumah tu, dia gadai rumah tu juga. Third party ni, third party tadi saya cakap lah. Okay, joint application, credit enhancement di joint application. Kalau dia tak cukup, contoh kan nak beli Honda tadi kan, tambah dengan dia punya isteri, kan? Tak cukup lagi, tambah apa lagi? Nak enhance ni, kita nak enhance ni. Dia dah nak beli Honda. Bila dia beli Honda, tengok gaji tak cukup. Okay, tak apa, cakaplah tambahlah gaji isteri sekali. Tambah dah gaji isteri, tak cukup juga. Macam boleh ke tambah isteri kedua? Tu gaduh dulu kat situ. Kan? Elok-elok nak tu gaduh dulu. Isteri kedua pun nak juga Honda. Okay, so how you want to enhance kan? How you want to enhance? So, and then mungkin you have support like guarantees, okay? Guarantees, undertaking, insurance policy and so on. Okay? And covenants lah. Covenants ni ialah term lah ni, macam perjanjian apa semua tu. Tapi sebenarnya guarantees dah cukup. Okay, guarantor lah ni. Guarantor. Kan tak cukup, okey betul, okey dah campur wife pun tak cukup, okey boleh ada guarantor seorang. Kan? So cari guarantor seorang. Atau insurans polisi. Tak apalah kalau tak cukup juga, macam ni kan. Cik kita ambil insurans polisi. Kalau meninggal ke apa ke, kan? So boleh cover. Seseorang And then securities and financing support. Okay, land is defined as anything that is attached or erected is okay. So basically National Land Code kena tengok, Sarawak Land Code and Sabah Land Ordinance. Type of land, okay, ni kalau you nak pergi property property dia ada freehold dengan leasehold. Freehold tu ialah kekal selama-lamanya. Kan? Kekal selama-lamanya. Freehold is you can actually own the house forever lah. Leasehold, it will be have some time, for example 99 years leasehold. Then after that you renew balik. Okay. Alright. Type of land, we have Malay Reserve and Native Customary Land. Okay. Malay Reserve ni only bukan tanah Melayu, Reserve Melayu. Tanah Melayu ni macam zaman dulu, zaman Malaysia tanah Melayu. Okay, Reserve Melayu. Maksudnya only the Malay can own that property. And also native ni ialah tanah orang bukan pendatang. Tanah orang asal. Tanah orang asal. Okay. So basically ini pun okay, dealing on land, legal charge. Okay, legal charge, dia ada legal charge, legal interest in land which is created to secure the repayment of debt and payment. The charge can be created when document title has been issued for the land. So maksudnya ni kalau nak gadai ni, okay, you want to gadai, so kena ada grant. Okay, can be divided first party charge and third party charge. Okay, tadi saya cakap tadi kan, boleh pecah. First party charge yang first bank, third party charge yang second bank. Second party pun tak apa, second party. Okay, dia ada first charge, second charge and etc lah. Bank of charge and pari passu. Rank of charge. Rank of charge ni maksudnya nombor satu tadi, first, second, third. Itu lah tu rank of charge. Pari passu you baca sendiri. Okay, legal term. Okay. And then assignment. Ni deed of assignment, no title. Mereka tak ada title, dia pakai deed of assignment. Okay, tak boleh charge. Kan? So deed of assignment bekas tak ada grant tak ada. Kadang-kadang kita beli rumah tu grant tak ada lagi. Macam contohnya apartment kan. Kita strata title tu belum keluar. Sebab dia ada master title. So contohnya ni tanah. We have a master title kan, dia dah pecah tu grant tu. And then naik ke atas kan. Apartment. So that strata title tak ada lagi. So kita kena pakai assignment. Okay. So the registered landowner assign all his right, titles and interest in the property to the bank security. Okay, to deed of assignment. Kalau tak ada title. Okay, dealing on land, lien. A lien is created when the customer deposit his document of land title with the bank as a security for financing, and under the National Land Code there is no provision to register lien. Therefore, lien must be followed by caveat. Sebab dia tak perlu nak register lien, tadi kita kena follow by. Tapi this is legal ni lah. You need to know, because when you are dealing with this, then you need to at least deal with this lah. Dia ada dua, satu yang deal dengan sales, satu lagi deal dengan ni operational part ni. Okay. So dealing on land, okay, advantages and disadvantages tak perlu ya. Stock and shares pun ada. Kalau stock and shares ni kadang-kadang kita nak bagi dia orang share financing, kan? Dia nak beli share, tak dia nak pakai duit ni. Share financing ataupun margin financing. Right? Margin financing. Margin financing is contoh satu kontrak commodity you beli commodity, let's say one commodity of crude oil. We have one contract equivalent to 10,000 barrel. 10,000 barrel kan. That 10,000 barrel, the price of the, for example, Brent oil is about 65. Right? We take it 60 lah senang. 60 times 10,000, you have to pay how much? Okay. Saja tengok boleh kira ke tak tengah malam. 600, betul? Right. 600,000, dan this 600,000 kalau nak beli boleh. Ada orang tak oh susah nak beli, takkan nak beli 1,000 kan, commodities kan. So what you do is that the bank actually provide margin. Okay, dia bagi margin. Okay, untuk belikan 600,000 ni you only have to pay this certain margin. Okay, you pay certain margin, and then the margin dia ada untung. Kalau ada untung dia boleh ambil, kalau tak, kalau rugi dia kena bayar. Okay, this margin you don't have to pay 600,000. Okay, you only pay maybe 10% of the 600,000, iaitu berapa? 60,000. Itu pun banyak lagi, 1% pun ada. So you hanya bayar 6,000 je for that contract. So you beli that contract at 6,000, tapi macam you beli 600,000 punya contract. So that 6,000 tu, kalau contract dia naik, you untung lah. Kalau contract dia, the price goes up, you untung. Kalau price goes down, you rugi. So dia ada margin call, kadang-kadang margin call. Contohnya bila margin you dah terlalu kecil. So basically dia ada berapa persen margin. So bila margin you dah contohnya sampai 20% ke apa, dia akan buat margin call. Margin call dia kena cut loss. Okay, tak apalah, itu tak faham kan. Tak apa. Stock and shares, okay, advantage deposit, we have deposit kan, saving account, fixed deposit, ASB and so on. Okay, and it's normally liquid because they can actually withdraw. Dah so lapar saya pun daripada tak balik-balik daripada tadi kan. And then deposit, tu laju ni. Okay. Alright, vehicles, kereta kereta, basically this is one of the so advantages and disadvantages. Okay, disadvantages of car ni, depreciating asset, liability kan. Tapi this is the thing that we buy first, and we buy expensive cars. Alright, hopefully that I dah cakap berapa kali kan dalam kelas ni, hopefully kita janganlah buat macam tu. Machinery, okay, for businesswomen. They want to buy machines normally. Okay, they don't have money, they want to buy, for example, a dryer machine ke, blower ke apa ke kan, shredder ke apa ke. So what they go to the bank, and then the bank will finance the purchase of the machinery. And then that machine pun kadang-kadang the bank minta, financing the bank minta juga collateral, tapi collateral tu selalunya dia minta rumah ke, machine dia tak nak kan. Tu jadi collateral. Sebab mesin tu hilang, boleh hilang. Letak je sekarang tu, besok tu dah buat tempat lain. Okay. Alright. And then type of form securities, guarantee, any type of form of security. Guarantee, tadi guarantor. Okay, joint guarantee, joint liable guarantee, indemnity. Indemnity. One party promised to save the other from losses caused by him by the conduct of the promise himself and conduct by other party, third party and not the customer. Okay, this is indemnity lah. Dia macam katakan dia akan insurance kan. Undertaking to pay is not dependent upon the ni apa dah fault ni default of the customer and take effects when demanded by the IFI. Habis dah. Alright, so basically this is for I think this is quite a very easy topic. Right, this is very easy. So in chapter 4, lecture 4 will be on here, securities and financing support. Okay, we'll be dealing on the type of and form of securities, which is a collateral lah. Kan, land and building, fixed deposit, vehicle, unit trust, stock and shares, machineries. Tadi kan, betul tak? Land dia, apa sama ni? Fixed deposit, stock and shares, dah. Dah. Ini dah lecture 4. Okey, dah. Sepatutnya lecture 4 ni. Condition and procedure. Ada yang belakang yang lain. Deed of assignment lain. Okey, ini letter of offer, documentation process. Okey, yang belakang yang lain. Okey, financing document. Okey, yang ini. Alright. So, any questions before we end the session? What's the time now? 10:10. Very fast. We are a little bit fast. So if there is no question, then we end the session with the speaker Farah and Surah Manas. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.